Seamen Talkshow. Welcome, viewers. Today, on the Talk of the Seamen Talkshow, we will be inviting some guests that have a very unique backstory. But before we do, we will introduce ourselves. I am Richman. Most people call me Richman the Chef.
And I'm Darren. Most people also call me the Bitcoin man or the Bitcoin investor.
So, Darren, what are we doing today?
So today's talk show is gonna be very special because we are inviting our special guest, and it's also called as the Seamen, and it is the whalers of the Captain Ahab's ship.
Without further ado, we will be inviting the captain of the ship, Captain
Ahab.
Ahab. Please sit. So, Captain Ahab, could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Captain Ahab. I am the captain of the Pequod, and my desire is to hunt the legendary beast called Moby.
That's very interesting, but that is my opinion. What about you, Dan?
So Captain Ahab, you've been hunting the whale for many years. Do you believe that killing Moby will give you peace, or is it only just about the chase?
The chase doesn't matter. The only thing, I'll be hunting Moby till the end of time, and once I do, I'll be able to look myself in the mirror again.
Wow, you have this motivation that I've never seen in anyone else. But your obsession with Moby Dick has caused the crew to follow you into dangerous waters. Do you ever feel guilty about leaving your men at risk?
My crew? I don't care about them. I don't even remember half their names. I tossed my family away in pursuit of this great beast. Why would you assume I would care about some crew on a ship?
Wow, you seems like you have many problems with that beast, Moby Dick, and you've suffered a great losses in your life. But does your hatred for the whale go beyond vengeance? Is there something you're trying to prove?
Prove? The only thing I'm trying to prove is I'll be looking for that ghastly beast till the end of time.
You've isolated yourself from the crew. Do you see them as mere tools in your mission? Or do you feel a mutual connection with them as like friends or family?
I don't feel anything for them. I only see them as tools I can use to defeat this savage beast.
What is the savage beast?
Moby Dick,
What is Moby Dick?
a whale,
What kind of whale?
a sperm whale.
Well, thank you for your time in this talk show, but I think we have the crew left. Please clap for Captain Ahab. That was a very interesting talk show and interview. What do you have to say about this, Darren?
What do you mean? Say more.
Like, in my opinion, he seems like a very that person that doesn't feel guilt or emotions. He's just like a robot trying to find his mission.
I'm also a little bit confused about the whale. What does it differentiate from the other sperm whale? Maybe the spears like in the Moby Dick's body, something like that.
Well, but I think we have a few more guests. So, would Starbucks please come into the stage?
Only Starbucks. Smart.
So, Starbucks, would you please introduce yourself?
My name is Starbuck. I'm the first mate of the Pequod crew. My mission is to help Captain Ahab in his journey to hunt the great white sperm whale. Well, that was the past. Now I've been trying to get Captain Ahab to actually see his senses, and that revenge isn't the answer for everything.
Do you consider Captain Ahab as your friend or family?
As a friend of family, I would consider as a friend. That was back then when I used to obey his orders. Now I see him as a crazy person who's totally overdriven by his revenge for just a singular animal.
Well, so do you have anything to say?
So I have many questions about you. So you were the only officer who openly questioned Ahab's pursuit of the white whale. What gave you the courage to speak up?
Because someone had to. If no one had the courage to speak up to Ahab about how his revenge for Moby Dick was going to leave the crew into ruin, he was not going to see sense. I'd rather focus on our safety rather than following a captain who's completely crazy.
I feel like that you're a very nice person that has reasonable sense, but you seem to care a lot about the crew's safety. How do you balance that with your duty to follow the captain?
Well, the duty that the captain gave us, I try to balance it with our crew safety by, for example, if Captain Ahab tells us to look for Moby Dick, I will tell the crew to look safely and not charge immediately as soon as we see Moby Dick, because as usual, as most people say, safety goes first rather than going over revenge.
Hey, so you're more like a safety kind of man, like, and so do you think Ahab ever truly listened to you, or has he already shut everyone up?
The second option is definitely correct. He has already shut everyone down. The only time he has listened to me when I was telling him that the oil casks were leaking, and it was not easy at all to get him to listen. He literally pointed a gun at me just for him to listen.
So you mentioned a oil cask leaking. What happened?
Before catching Moby Dick, we got another whale, we collected his oil and put it in the cask, and it leaked. So basically, if we don't save those oil, we came all the journey just for nothing. In my personal opinion, I care about the money we get rather than actually getting the revenge.
So you technically make money off selling the oil.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
So your only reason for joining the Pickwood ship is for only getting the oil, not only for satisfying the Ahab's revenge, personal revenge.
No. Every risk comes with a profit.
Amazing. If you had the chance to speak directly to Ahab in his final moments, what would you say to him?
I would say, Ahab, what has all of this costed us? Can't you see all your fellow men drowning because of your thought of revenge on just a sperm whale? Let's see, if you decided to turn back, all your men would be able to see their families again and be happy even though they don't earn any profit. So, at the end of this, your heart was a victim of the revenge that you tried to do on Moby Dick.
You say you are an officer. Do you know why Ahab targeted this criminal?
During his past, sailing experiences, he fought Moby Dick to get his sperm oil. And while fighting Moby Dick, the sperm whale, you know how they act. They only attack if you intimidate them. And Moby Dick got intimidated and bit off one of Ahab's legs. That's why Ahab decided to go for revenge.
So for how long have you hunting the web, being whaler? For how long?
I have never really counted, but it's always for a long time now.
You are a nice man, but I think there is one more guest left over here. So thank you for your time, and please be brave in fighting sperm whale, and please care about the peace. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you. For your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's invite our next guest, and it is the main character of the book Moby. So please welcome Ishmael.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
So Ishmael, please introduce yourself.
So my name is Ishmael and I'm a sailor because makes me feel healthy.
Why do you do it? Why do you do it?
Because I love traveling.
What was your life like before your journey began, and where do you come from?
I come from Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah. And I felt lost, and I've always wanted to live near the sea.
Do you think? So, are you implying that the sea comforts you?
Yes.
So, how did your friendship with Prefect shape your journey on the boat?
So Jacob is my true friend, and he always helped me with many things.
Can you tell us the story
About Kuwait?
about
So
how you met Prefect in the first
at
place?
first, I thought he was a strange and weird person because he's a cannibal, but turns out he is so kind and he's nice.
What? So, if I'm correct, you work with Captain Ahab, right?
Yeah.
What did you think of Ahab first, and how did he change?
So he's strange and he's also quiet. And I've noticed that he has a strange obsession with the Moby deck.
Having survived the voyage, what lesson or message do you think people should take from your experience?
So maybe obsession can destroy everything, and you also need to learn how to let it go before it's too late.
I think you are very nice and humble person. Well, I guess that might be it for our talk show. That is it, right?
Any more questions?
Wait, let me check.
I think there's one more.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is one more. Do you know a person named Flask by any chance?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, amazing. Thank you for your honesty and time. Please be continued as a humble person. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we just have discovered a misinformation in the guest list, there is actually one more person named Flank.
There's one more.
Flank, yeah.
What? No, it's Flask. I think it's Flask.
No, Flank.
Wait, let me see.
Oh, Flask.
Oh,
yeah.
it's Flask.
Anyways, we will be calling Flask, even though we do not know who he is, what he does,
And his background for sure.
for sure. May Flask come up to the stage. Morning. So, Flask, would you please introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is Glass, obviously, and I'm a whaler, and I specialize in collecting whale oil, and I'm a part of Captain Ahab's crew.
You seem to have a more practical approach in whaling and through whaling. How do you feel about Ahab's obsession with the white sperm whale?
I think he's just doing too much. Our main goal is supposed to be collecting whale oil and not searching all around the world just for the stupid one sperm whale that he's obsessed with.
The crew is obviously dedicated to Ahab. But do you ever question his leadership?
I follow his orders because it's my job, but I do think he's like very ignorant and like he's just doing things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, do you think he's like leading you to a bad path,
Yeah.
to certain doom?
I think because of his obsession with the sperm whale, he's like leading everyone to a bad path, and I think it's very dangerous and it's very risky.
But what he's doing is very smart, but also very
Yeah, exactly. What he's doing is very smart, but also very dangerous. That's what I always said to him. That's what I said to him. He's smart, but he's dangerous.
Do you have any opinions?
So, do you believe there's any meaning behind what happened on the people, or was it just a bad luck?
I'm pretty sure it was just bad luck, but I don't know. There could be some other hidden meaning to it. I really don't know. I'm just a go with the flow type of person. Don't you?
What about flow with the waves when your ship breaks down?
Cause I'm the flower. Kill me. I'm a flower.
Maybe it was Ahab's luck pushing too hard.
Yeah.
So,
He's doing too much. He's
from
Yeah.
how long you've been ready for?
I don't know. I haven't seen a clock in years. I actually don't even know what year it is. But I know for sure it's been a very long time. I'm very experienced.
I don't think Ahab should, like, from every single person we have interviewed, they all said that Ahab is chasing his dreams, but it's not a meaningful dream. Like, I don't think he should have went for that way like that. Like, doesn't he know that he doesn't care about our reasons? No, not your reasons.
Yeah, that's why I always think he's doing too much. He's so ignorant. He's just always chasing after that sperm whale. It's really annoying. I'm just here to collect some whale oil and make some profit.
If you weren't a whale man, what would you be doing instead? Would you be a shopkeeper?
I'd probably be hauling cargo somewhere, or I don't know. I just want a job that keeps my hands busy.
Um, Micah,
No.
what?
Do you ever feel like you just wanna punch Ahab in his face?
Oh, for sure.
Have you ever done it?
That I'm too scared. Ahab, come here.
Ahab.
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 Captain
Earth to
Ahab. Captain Ahab. Please come over here.
Captain Underpants Ahab, please. come
Captain
here.
Ahab.
Oh my gracious. See, this is how ignorance.
Let me call him. Let me call him. Stay here. Talk to her.
Get him on the stage right now.
Get on the stage. Right now. Get on the stage. Right now. Sit.
See, this is what I'm talking about. He's so annoying. Oh my god, he is so annoying. Seriously, this man pisses me off so much. You have to leave your crew.
Calm down. Calm down. You
This
said
is
that you
Talkshow.
don't
Not
care
necessary.
about your crew. Is that true?
Yes.
But your crew cares about you. How do you feel about that? You don't care, do you?
Yeah.
Why don't you care?
Because all I care about is finding Moby Dick.
Why do you have this hatred? I get that he bit off your leg, but why don't you just accept it? It's a hard question, Mr. Fiona.
Look at his face. It's so punchable. Not under my chinny chin.
Man, tell your baby to shut up. Oh my God, my baby.
I stand with fart, whatever the name is.
Be quiet. Get out.
He did not. Or you did not. You did not. You did not just do it.
I did.
But you didn't. Because what then you did, and then you did, and but you didn't.
Yeah, this horse.
Ginormous.
Get out.
But it's very dangerous. You're leading your crew members into a bad path. Can't you just tell that whale to side out?
Guys, what does cyber
Yes,
mean?
you guys don't know what cyber means. You need to delete your life and start watching Instagram reels more. You know what I mean? And lock in.
It means to tell to leave you alone and shut up. Alright. Get with the times, old hag.
You girl ain't got nothing on you, girl. Period. Carter, your dinner is ready.
Get out!
Thank you.
Well, why this is what?
Also, with that, it concludes our talk show.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet. Ew, I record.
No!